Good morning, everyone. So I'm Abhigna Rajiv, and I'm here to tell you a few tips on digital marketing that can help real estate professionals or companies. This is my first video in this particular category. So let's begin with it. So how can digital marketing help real estate professionals or companies? So firstly, as marketeers or even the company owners, I'm sure that all of us will be aware about the marketing and the sales funnel, which was proposed by Elmo Lewis, which has 4 stages. So this is particularly a funnel wherein the customer goes through each of the steps before making the decision of purchasing a product. So first of all, we have to create awareness. So this is where the customer gets aware that such a product exists. So in our scenario, let's say that we are talking about a particular property or a particular layout and so, or a apartment. First of all, it's really important as marketeers, we need to create awareness where we make the customer aware that such a product exists. Secondly, after becoming aware of the product, the customer actively expresses interest in a product. So he goes through the next funnel, which is interest. And then there is a desire. So this is called as the IDA model. So D stands for desire, where the customer is aspiring a particular brand or a product. So basically in the interest step, the customer goes through various choices he's capable of getting, and then he in the desire stage, he desires for a particular product or a particular brand where he has finished evaluating all the alternatives he has and decided on a particular product or a brand. And in the final step, he takes the action, that is the action of purchasing a product. So now as marketeers, it's really important that we push the customer from the awareness to the interest step to the desire step, and then finally take him to the action stage. But one thing I want to point out here is the fact that earlier when we used to use traditional marketing, this funnel was more linear. So the customer always went through each and every step in a linear fashion. But today that's not the case. So the customer can actually enter this funnel in any stage. So even before we know that the customer is aware, he would have already went to the past that stage, and he would have gone to the interest or the desire stage. So what happens exactly? And this is mainly due to the emergence of the digital media. So the digital media has given access to unlimited information to the customers. It helps the customers to come closer through community. So the customers, the cluster of customers have come together, and they are sharing reviews, they are sharing their opinions, and they are giving suggestions to the other customers. And so they share reviews on different products and services, and hence the customer is already aware about the quality, about the pricing. So he knows more or less everything even before we make them aware of it. And also because of the digital media, the biggest advantage is the customers can now become brand advocates and influencers to other customers, where they can share their review, they can give their suggestions and opinions, and hence convince the other customers even before the marketer has made an effort. So what does all this show? That it shows how important it is for companies to be actively present on digital platforms. It's all the more important for companies in real estate fields to be active on digital platform, mainly because of the very important factor in real estate is the trust. So if other customers are giving good reviews, and we have been on the digital media, and the customers are aware about the real estate companies, then there is more trust, and there are more chances of the customers going for the product or even considering the product. So let me take you through a few digital marketing tips that the real estate companies or even professionals can go through, or the certain things that they can undertake. So first is invest on research, because understanding the customer is of utmost importance, especially when you're entering social media. So you need to know where your target audience are, which channels are appropriate, what type of content they're consuming, and it becomes very crucial because it also helps in optimizing costs. So you don't want to waste your resources or money on doing something that wouldn't give you results. So, or you don't want to waste all your resources in going behind the target, the audience who are not even your target. So you need to invest on all these things to understand what exactly are the efforts and where exactly your resources should be invested. So the next one is run Google search ads, because today the customers are cluttered with so many ads on social media or even on the regular television. So the customers have formed a habit of kind of ignoring it. So you need to be in a place where the customers are trying to find you. So be there at the right time when the right customer is searching for you. Invest efforts on Google search ads, which will help you increase your website traffic, and it spark conversations and it boosts sales. Well, you can run social media campaigns for real estate. Well, only those who really understand and comprehend to the complexity of the social media can reach greater heights. Improved technology allows better geofencing and specialized retargeting, which will help you reach a very focused group of customers and hence increases engagement and conversations. So what exactly are we talking about here is the fact that, the target audience are very different in each geography, and also their preferences differs depending on the geography. And also, as I told you before, it's really important to optimize our resources. So once you have got a lead or once you have got an inquiry, which is a data, you can't really let it go waste. And there are many times when the customer is actively searching for you, as I've already mentioned, and we can't let that lead go waste. So we have to use the technique of retargeting those customers who have already shown interest in our product and nurture them to become our customers, and so that we can push them through the different stages of the funnel. So there's also digital marketing automation, which is really important part. And as the owner of a business, we'll definitely not have enough time to kind of micromanage all the digital marketing effort. And therefore it requires, because our time is very scarce, and so we cannot be sitting there and creating content every time or trying to find the right audience every time, and we can't be micromanaging digital marketing efforts. And therefore there are a lot of digital marketing tools that can help you automate the process. So I will be coming up with the next podcast on this particular digital marketing tools. So you can check it out. And finally, it's really important to be consistent. So it's very important to have consistent, to put in consistent efforts to gain results. So it's just not a one-time affair where you just run an ad and then you just keep quiet, or run a content and then just keep quiet. This effort has to be constant. So I think if the real estate companies or professionals will keep these tips in mind and start and at least make a framework of their digital marketing efforts, so they can definitely achieve greater results. So, all right, so we have come to the end of this particular webinar. Well, thank you so much for your time. So I will be writing more on digital strategies for real estate in my next article. So please share your comments and opinions on the email ID, which is shared here. Thank you.